So my name is Karlee Vaughn, and I am an instructional technology coach with KSU's.
We can't hear you. There you go.
I'm a technology coach with KSU's iTeach program, and today I want to talk to you about 3D printing in the classroom. Okay, so in 2015, the News Media Consortium released the K-12 edition of the Horizon Report, and they called 3D printing a new tool that they expected to be adopted in the next 2 to 3 years. Well, that was 2015, it's 2017, and it's here. So, what was something that was originally really cost prohibitive is now very affordable. In fact, you can get this fancy model from Walmart for only $158, and it's on clearance. I'm not recommending this model, just an option, okay? So, now, my transitions are off, I'm sorry. So just think, we can take these little spools of plastic PLA filament and send them through a heated extruder and make your very own creation. This is a sample of my Minecraft guy that I built when I was trying to teach myself. So, now we all know that students are more engaged learners when we give them choice. So give them choice and they'll take ownership. And when they take ownership, you might be amazed at what they come up with. As all of us adults can attest, there's hardly a thing that we do in our work lives that doesn't require collaboration. So students need the opportunity to learn to work with others. They need to let their leadership skills shine, be delegators, be project managers, learn to work with other people that have different opinions. It's an important skill. Using varied strategies allows students to learn differently. What fits one does not fit all, and each student has their own learning styles and strengths. So when you do start using 3D printing in the classroom, be authentic. So connect to something real. This is a post that a coworker of mine found when she was researching makerspace ideas. She went to visit the North Georgia University where students were learning from 3D printed skeletal remains. So this is something that they were able to see and touch that is actually millions of years old. Allow them to be innovators, brainstorm ideas for new products, and create a prototype. They can take an existing idea and improve it. Give your students a chance to create rather than consume. Allow them to be problem solvers. Let them fix something. For example, a Maddie that I work with was missing a base to hold some weird Perplexus ball in her media center. She couldn't find a replacement anywhere, so we got online, we made a model and printed it, and voila, now she's got a base. Let them be helpers. This is a website called enablethefuture.org and is amazing. They can actually go in here, download models of hands, prosthetic hands. They can do it to play with. They can do it, people can go on there and request one. People can also go on there and volunteer to make one for someone who needs one and not just as a toy. Some of the sites you can use, Tinkercad is my personal favorite. This allows you to create a class code. Students can go in, you can moderate their work, check their progress. You can also, there's little training modules to help them get started. Some other programs they can use, this one is called publishyourdesign.com. Another one is Blockify. This does have a nominal fee. It's an app-based program and it's something sort of like Minecraft. They can work with it in the virtual world as well as with their kids and print out 3D models. So an example of a 3D fossil project we did with my third graders, they had to research Native American tribes and possible fossils that they might find from that in those regions and printed designs from there. A fourth grade spacesuit design project where they had to come up with solve some problems with designing spacesuits and then print those models. This is not timed together, I'm sorry. And because it could take a while to print the designs, the winning team actually got to print their models while not everybody did. So if you wanted to use it in math class, consider printing a nautilus shell and talking about the golden ratio or manipulatives for your students that need a more hands-on approach. In science class, they can invent something new. They can test different prototypes as a science fair project. They can create a Rube Goldberg machine or print replicas of real bones so they can see how all the pieces fit together. For social studies, you can try out that fossil project I mentioned earlier. They can create a 3D map of the regions of Georgia and incorporate the expected terrain. Or they can design a scaled model of important landmark or historical site, like like Pulaski. And even in language arts, students can demonstrate their reading comprehension by creating something about the story elements, possibly the setting of a story, and you could turn around and use that as a backdrop for a super cool green screen or stop action video, a reenactment of a particularly important scene. So I hope you've seen that 3D printing can be used in almost any classroom. Your students are going to be challenged and engaged, and they will love it, and you will love their enthusiasm. So get excited and make something.